What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day. Jumping into this video, what the fuck? I just want to know what was the point of this whole situation? Like, what was the issue? Like, I get why Carly would be upset. Like, she's not even mad at Sam for what she did. You know what I mean? Because she actually understands why Sam did what she did because of her illness. She's more pissed off at Jason and Sonny for keeping the truth from her, which I can understand. I get it. She's been friends with Jason for fucking 20 years. Her and Sonny, they all have known each other for 20 years. So the sheer fact that they didn't bring her in on this pisses her off. But in a way, I can kind of understand why Sonny and Jason didn't want to tell Carly because they know that she's volatile. They know she is bipolar. Like they don't know what Carly was gonna do. They didn't know. You know how Carly is when she feels a certain way, and they just wanted to, keep it between the three of them. But I do get where Carly's coming from. Like after 20 years of friendship, she feels betrayed because she feels like they don't trust her enough to tell her major shit after 20 years, after everything they've been through, and you don't trust her enough to bring her in on important shit. So I get where she's coming from on that. She has a right to be pissed about that, but I'm just glad she didn't lay into Sam. She just wanted to hear what happened, and why Sam. She understands. She get why Sam did what she did, but she just wanted to better understand like what the hell was going on. Like she knows that Sam was sick, but she didn't know that the illness was that serious. Like it was that deep to the point where she was having hallucinations. She was buying a gun. She wanted Sonny dead. She had no idea it was that deep. You know what I mean? Like so she just wanted Sam to kind of recap everything up to the moment that she shot Sonny. Like she just wanted to know like what the hell was going on. Like she didn't know the illness was all that serious. Like she knew it was serious. She didn't know it was to that point, to that level. And Jason basically is blaming himself because he felt like he should have got her more help. He should have did more. I feel like Sam at this point she do need to go see a therapist and stuff because she felt some type of way because 5 years ago she thought Jason was dead and he came back. But she feels like if he ever gets back into the business, he might not be so lucky next time, which is understandable. But I do think she need to go see a shrink. Um, I just don't understand why Sonny, Jason, and like, what is the point of keeping this from the cops at this point? Why not go to Dante, go to Jordan, tell them what Sam did? Sonny could tell them that he's not pressing charges because she was sick. There's not a DA in this country that would file charges against her. I'm pretty sure Dante wouldn't charge her. Jordan wouldn't charge her. The DA did, for what? She was ill. She had no control. So you would have no case. Plus, Sonny's not pressing charges. He won't testify. So you have nothing. So what would be the point of charging? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why they're keeping this shit a secret. I would just let it be known and move forward. Um, as far as Alexis go, where her scenes with Ned, I can understand why Alexis won't, you know, represent Ned in his bid to adopt Leo. Ned wants to adopt Leo. I can understand why Alexis won't represent him because number one, it's a walking conflict of interest. Leo was her former stepson. Julian is her ex-husband. You know what I mean? Like it's a huge conflict of interest. Besides, she doesn't want to get involved in that because it puts her right back in Julian's orbit. She doesn't want to be involved in it, which is completely understandable. So I get why she turned it down. Is it me? Is it just me? Or did I detect a little bit of attitude when she was during her whole conversation with Ned? I felt like she had this stink attitude with him. Like she just kept kind of rolling her eyes a little bit, like huffing a little bit. Like she just seemed like she had an attitude. I don't know if it was just me, but I kind of caught it in the beginning that she kind of had an attitude. Like she wasn't here for Ned shit. Like she just wasn't here for it. But Alexis basically is just trying to get her life back. She's just just trying to take control of her life again. Everybody keep telling her how she should feel, what she should do. She should cut Julian out of her life. But like she explained to Ned, with Julian, she never felt that happy in her entire life, other than aside from having her kids. As far as relationships go, she's never been that happy in a relationship than when she was with Julian. And before the whole Olivia Jerome mess, you can kind of see that she actually was a lot happy. She, out of all the men that she's been with, she's never been that happy. Never. Like, she was glowing when she was with Julian. When they were happy, she was glowing. Like, you couldn't tell her shit. She literally looked like she was on cloud nine every day when she was with Julian. They have a child together. You know what I'm saying? They share grandkids together. You don't just turn that situation off just that quickly at the blink of an eye. You can't just turn that, your feelings off because of what Julian did. She can't. And that's what she's trying to get everybody to understand, but everybody's just seeing the negative side to it instead of understanding how she feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sam of all people should understand. Look who her husband is, like, or what he used to be. He was a fucking mob enforcer. Alexis hated the fact that Sam was with Jason. For years, Alexis hated it. But she never threw it in Sam's face every single day. Every single day she saw Sam, she never once told Sam, get rid of Jason, break up with Jason. Never. Never. She never once always had an attitude with Jason. Every time she saw Jason, she was cordial to him, even though she wasn't a fan of his. She definitely wasn't a fan of their relationship, but she was always cordial. She was always nice to him. She was never rude the way Sam is with Julian. She was never rude to Jason. Only time she ever had an attitude with Jason is if something ever happened to Sam. That's the only time she lashed out at Jason. Other than that, she was always nice to him, cordial. They weren't buddy buddy, but she was cordial. So I don't get why Sam and everybody else can't show her the same goddamn respect when it comes to her and Julian. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, seriously. Go back and check scenes. Alexis was definitely cordial to Jason when Steve Burton played Jason. She was definitely cordial. She didn't like him that much. She wasn't a big fan, but she was cordial. So I respect it. Rudge is a lying son of a bitch. He sat on that stand and lied his ass off, trying to make it seem like Julian was a willing participant in Olivia's crimes. I couldn't wait for fucking Scott to just rip him to shreds on the stand. Like, seriously, Rudge was lying his ass off. Straight up lying. But Julian he didn't make the situation no better when he jumped up and basically acted an ass in the courtroom threatening Rudge. Why the fuck would you threaten Rudge in front of a judge and the DA? Why would you do that? Like, you just made yourself look hella guilty. You threatened him, you told him he was gonna pay. Why would you do that? You just damn near sunk your fucking case. Like, Julian should have just kept his. I mean, he tried to keep his emotions in check, but it was enough, especially when Rudge was talking about Julian family. You know what I'm saying? Basically implying that Julian endangered his family on purpose. You know, like, that's where Julian just lost it. Honestly, I don't blame him, because had that been Sonny, Sonny would have did the same fucking thing. He would have lashed out too if you bring up his family and try to say he purposely tried to kill his own family or, you know, harm them. He would have lashed out too. So I definitely don't blame Julian for doing it. I just felt like, he definitely should have held it in more. But when you bring up somebody's family, that's where shit is gonna get real. So I definitely don't blame Julian for that. Not at all. Because I probably would have had the same reaction. Mine probably would have been a little bit more violent. I probably would have went over there and choked the shit out of him, but I digress. I just felt like Rudge went too far with that. Um, but I do feel like Julian should definitely take the stand and give his own testimony. I think it's smart. Scott might try to talk him out of it, but I do think at this point it wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think it might help rather than hurt. Because, I mean, the case is already not looking good for Julian right now. He looked like he about to go to prison. So why not just let him talk on the stand? Makes sense. As far as Franco and Elizabeth go, I didn't really care too much about their scenes today. I mean, they were just talking about his paintings and, an imaginary friend he created or whatever. Some bullshit. I feel like the writers are trying to make Franco a complex character, because when James Franco played Franco, he was fucking psychotic. He was a sociopath. Like, he was fucking nuts. I feel like Franco still to this day has sociopathic tendencies. I think he does. Because think about it. Todd Manning from One Life to Live was a sociopath. He wasn't psychotic, but he was a sociopath. Like, dude was nuts. Let me tell you something. You can put Todd Manning in therapy, and let me tell you something, it wouldn't work. Therapy. Todd Manning is beyond therapy. He's beyond couch time. I should know because some people said I need therapy. Let me tell you something. I'm beyond couch time. Therapy can't do a thing for me. I'm beyond a therapist. Trust me. I would have the therapist sitting here spilling his damn guts. Like, trust me, that shit do not phase me. But anyway, I'm just saying. Franco, I feel like they're trying to make him a complex person. Like, he's trying to be good, but I still feel like he has that gray area to him deep down. Not really a dark side to him, because I think he's putting the dark side to the past. You know what I mean? But he definitely still is a gray type character, and I think that's how they're trying to write him. I just feel like they saddle Roger Howarth with a dead character. I just feel like you can't. He's never gonna win as Franco. I just feel like he's never gonna win the fans over as Franco. Only reason why fans are tolerating Franco is because of Roger Howarth, but that's still not doing him any favors. Not really, because he has such a huge fan base. But still, people gonna rock. People gonna rock with Roger Howarth no matter what character he play. But it's that character that's just sucking the life out of Roger Howarth. Like you just saddled him with a bad character, horrible character. They should have never made him Franco. That's all I'm saying. Never. They should have just had him come on the show, somebody different. Let him be. He could still be an artist. He could still be into painting and shit like that. Just give him a different name. You know what I'm saying? Like different character. But Roger Howarth is Roger Howarth, and I think he's a dope actor. But anyway, this was an okay episode. Not much to it, not a whole lot. But anyway, I hope all you have a great day. Hit that like button, hit that comment button. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day. Peace.